some big Mexican dude, I'm talking about like 6'1", 6 foot, maybe 240, stocky, right? As he's walking past us, I don't know what made him do this, but he just palms Milky's ass, just like one of them, yo, bros. Like, I don't know if he sniffed the hooker in her. Like, I mean, not the hooker. Stop out, my bad. The stripper in her. I don't know if he sniffed that on her or what, but he cuffed the cheeks. Welcome back to another episode of the Chronicles of Mike Murphy with your narrator, comedian Mike Murphy. Hey, before we go any further, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment. Tell a friend and tell a friend any way that you can contribute to help grow an audience on my channel. I greatly appreciate it because I said it before, I'll say it again. Without you, there is no me. So for that, I am thankful. Hey, in today's episode, I'm going to take y'all back to the spring of 2007, Austin, Texas. I knocked out two guys in a row, two friends, because I did not like the way they were dealing with some of the people that I was with on 6th Street. So here's what happened. My boy Lex from back home flies into Texas. I don't know if he was down there for Texas relays or if he was just down there visiting, but if you ever been to Austin, you know about 6th Street. They block 6th Street off to all cars. The police, they patrol 6th Street on horses. So they block all the streets off from, like, let's say it's from a 10-block radius. Cars cannot come up or down. You could just walk up and down. Now, I don't know how it is now, if they still do it, probably. And I don't even know if this was legal back then, but we was doing it. We would take drinks from one bar to the next. So much so that I thought it was legal. It might not have been. Nobody was saying nothing to us, though. We was just doing whatever we wanted. We was young, wild. We didn't care. So this particular trip is probably, like, no exaggeration, I'm keeping it 100. It was like 25, 30 of us, mixed, co-ed, male and females. We driving down from Killeen, which is like 50 minutes away from Austin. We going to party. Like I said, I don't know if it was Texas relays or just the weekend we was going to go kick it. So we get down there, whatever. We get our hotel room. We get established. Boom, everything is good. We going out that night, and I don't remember who was all there, but I know it was me, Dre, my man Lex from back home, my homegirl Dana, Crystal. It was a bunch of us, right? So I don't know why Dre brought this girl with him to 6th Street. Her name was Milky. And I know y'all probably thinking, yo, Mike, what kind of name is Milky, right? I'll tell you what kind of name is Milky. That's the name of a stripper, because that's what Milky did. I don't even remember Milky's real name. And I'm not going to say I disliked Milky, but just certain stuff that she would do just rubbed me the wrong way. And I kind of, she's annoying a little bit, but not enough for me to hate her or be like, yo, I don't want her around. So anyways, we on 6th Street, 30 of us. We chilling, talking about what the next move is. Some big Mexican dude, I'm talking about like 6'1", 6 foot, maybe 240, stocky, right? As he's walking past us, I don't know what made him do this, but he just palms Milky's ass, just like one of them, yo, bros. Like, I don't know if he sniffed the hooker in her. Like, I mean, not the hooker. Stop out, my bad. The stripper in her. I don't know if he sniffed that on her or what, but he cuffed the cheeks. Now, she wasn't even wearing an outfit or anything that would make you feel like it's okay to touch me. Now, I know what y'all gonna say. Mike, no outfit a woman should wear ever says that a man should touch her. That's bullshit. Because if you think that, then you've never been to the Fig in LA. Every chick down there has an outfit on to say, I want to be touched, please touch me. It's just a nominal fee. But there are outfits that scream, touch me. So that's that. Whatever. Milky didn't have that on. She had like a normal dress, probably came down to like her knees. It was modest. Nothing about her said that. You know what I mean? And maybe it's because Dana and them, they wasn't dressed like tomboys, but they probably had like a BB t-shirt on, blue jeans. Like they wasn't trying to bag niggas. It wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? But Milky was dressed like, you know, presentable. He cuffed the cheeks. I was astonished. I was like, yo, what the fuck just happened, right? Now, as bad as I want to just still do because she's with us, and I feel like that's a reflection on us, I got to let Dre handle that. He brought her there, right? But in the back of my mind, I know Dre not going to do nothing because I know Dre. Now, let's time out from the Austin story and give you a little backstory on Dre. When we meet Dre, it's probably 2005, maybe September, August, something like that. He's standing in the barracks. He's cool with somebody else that I know. I go over there with him. Oh, what's up, bro? He seemed cool. He was like playing Nintendo 64 in the barracks, just a regular, you know what I mean? I ain't think none of it. We get cool with him, super cool with him. And I remember him, he was the one that put me down with the Dave Chappelle For What It's Worth special. He had like DVR'd it, and I kept going to his barracks room to watch it or whatever. So needless to say, me and Dre got super close. But Dre was a liar. So Dre was carrying on a persona, a facade that wasn't really him. We was all like former street dudes, grew up in the urban and the hood, you know what I'm saying? Dre fitting in perfect with us. He dressing like us. Now, this time we was dressing like Jim Jones and them. We had the little skull belt buckles and the rock star shit. That's how he was dressing, because that was like what was popping. Dre had all that shit. Fly, you know what I'm saying? Pretty boy. But I knew he wasn't with no smoke. So Dre told us he's from Chicago. And I'm thinking, niggas from Chicago got to have a little bit of tough in him. That's Chirac. So we coming on the post one day, and when you come onto the military installation, ever since 9/11, they got security guards there now. So they're checking the IDs. So if I'm driving and there's 3 other people on the whip, they all got to hand me the ID. I give it to the security guard. She look in the whip. Okay, boom, boom, boom. She's looking at the IDs like, yeah, who's from Bloomington? We like, what are you talking about? He New York, Cincinnati, I'm Pittsburgh, Chicago. She's like, oh, it's him. I'm like, yeah, he's from Chicago. She's like, no, it's Bloomington. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? She starts laughing. He's like, he just takes his ID back on some like, I snatch it off him like, let me see this. Where the fuck is Bloomington at, dog? You say it's from Chicago. Someone who's watching this from that area could tell me, I believe Bloomington is like an hour and a half away from Chicago. It's no ties to Chicago at all. So he's telling us he's from Chicago. He's really not. So we cracking jokes. We clowning him. Nigga, you ain't from Chicago. Think from Bloomington, lame ass thing. You know, we giving him a hard time or whatever. So that's when we kind of start to realize that Dre wasn't what he was coming off as. And then fast forward, my man Quan, he goes to visit Dre after we get out the army in Bloomington. And when he gets there, he says, yo, Dre ain't who he said he is. I'm like, what you talking about, bro? He was like, yo, he got nothing but white friends. They on the boat. He wearing boat shoes with no socks. He got the thighs out with the khaki shorts. He's saying like, hey, dude, gnarly, cowabunga, dude. Like, that's how Dre's talking. I'm like, Quan, you lying. He's like, I swear to God, bro, he's the token black dude that got nothing but white. Like, how did he fit in with us? He was putting on a persona that, well, I don't know. So with all this information, let's get back to the story. You know Dre's not going to fight this Mexican dude or even say anything to him because he don't want no smoke. Now, I look at the Mexican dude. I'm like, hey, yo, fam, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? He like, oh, man, what? I'm like, I'll fuck you up, right? I'm talking crazy to him. He's not drunk, but he's a little bit buzzed. I'm like, yo, man, what the fuck is, yo, say sorry, nigga. He like, nah. I'm like, yo, fucking say sorry right now. I'm not playing with you, dog. Say sorry to her. So he like, oh, my bad. I apologize. I shouldn't have done that. Whatever, right? I'm like, now get the fuck out of here. He goes to walk away. Now, me and my boy Quan, we got this thing where anytime a movie or a TV show line is applicable in real life, we would say it and expect the other person to catch on and be like, oh, you know, that's the movie. Say it out loud or whatever. So when he walks the one way, I hit him with the paid in full joint. I'm like, yeah, yo, my man. Nah, go this way. Go this way, right? Like Mitch told dude that got robbed, you want this nigga Duff rob you? You ain't a man? Nah, I'm a man. Go walk this way. That's what I tell dude, right? So they're kiki and giggling, and I kind of was saying it jokingly, but I was serious. So dude walks that way. I just didn't like how I'm like, man, fuck is wrong with this nigga, bruh? Milky just sitting there like looking at Dre like, nigga, you really just gonna let this? So now Dre feeling the pressure, I guess. So instead of Dre just being like, it's handled, let's go to the next spot or whatever, when dude walks off the sidewalk around, he ends up in the middle of the street. Now, I told you, this shit like Bourbon Street in New Orleans. It's packed people everywhere. On the sidewalks, on the street. There's cops on horses. It's packed. So when dude starts walking through the crowd, Dre goes out there like, hey, yo, fam, whatever. He's saying something to him. I don't know why I already dealt with it and you didn't say nothing initially. So my man Lex gets hyped up too. He goes out there to say something to dude. Milky follows. Now, Lex is like 5'4", $150. He's a small dude, pause. Dre probably like 6 foot. At the time, you might have been like 180, 185 or something, but he's not lifting no weights or nothing. He's not no credible threat or nothing. They're out there talking to dude, and I swear to God, I see the dude doing this. I don't know if he's actually doinking him and making contact or he's just getting close, but he talking to Dre like, man, get the fuck out of here. I will fuck you up. Like, he talking crazy. Milky screaming, ah, and Lex is like, yeah, nigga, he clapping his hands. That's my man from back home. I know he with this, you know what I'm saying? He probably can't fuck that dude up, though. But I know he, you know what I'm saying, he ain't going to just let him talk crazy to him. So all three of them out there, and we look embarrassing. Like, they should have just let it go. I already handled it. I kind of punked dude. Why y'all going back for round 2? So dude start, yeah, he's hyped up. I'm like, nah, I don't like this. So I walk out into the street. I got the little strut on me. I get close enough. I cock it back. It wasn't a haymaker, but it was definitely a wound back all the way full, you know what I'm saying, Matt 99 punch. And I swung, and I remember swinging around Milky, like around her body and just catching dude. He sleep, hits the ground hard. I'm kind of shook now because he's like whole body locked up. He's snoring. I'm like, oh, shit. So I just turn around and walk away, right? Lex and Dre and Milky, well, Lex and Dre is standing over him like, yeah, nigga, fuck is you talking about? Like, they did it. I'm like, bro, look at these niggas, man. What's wrong with them, right? So I'm kind of like laughing a little bit. Then I don't know where this dude came from, but it was a black dude with him. They was friends, I guess. I never seen the dude before that. He's like, yo, who knocked my nigga out? The fuck, niggas? Whatever, nigga. I want to see that nigga. Whoever it was, nigga, show yourself or some shit like that, right? He's talking crazy. And I'm like, bro, what? He looked like he was about $150, $165 max, soaking wet. I'm like, bro, what? You talking crazy? Now, he don't know I did it. He's just talking out of his ass. And I think it's because he thinks Dre or Lex did it. Like I don't know. I don't want to get the story mixed up because I just heard him and it was like a lot of people. I don't know if he was talking to them thinking they did it because they were standing over his mans or he was just talking out loud like one of them, nigga, and can't nobody here whoop me, like one of them moves, right? So I'm like, oh yeah. I start to take it personal like Jordan. I walk out into the street. He's starting to take his shirt off over his head. I just knock him out through the shirt. Like he has it over his face, can't see shit. I just clean him up. Boom! He sleep right next to his man. Stack them joints up like the victims in a World War II Vietnam. Put them in the goddamn the foxhole and pile them up. They laying right next to each other, sleep, snoring. I just hear the cops coming over on the Clydesdales. I'm like, oh shit. So I fade off. The cops like, oh, what happened to them? I'm like, oh, they probably drunk. They look drunk to me, right? He like, yeah, they wasn't fighting. I'm like, I don't know, but they look drunk to me, man. Get them up. They put them in a drunk tank. I'm cracking a little bit of jokes and shit. Dre and them and Lex and them they just walked off. Milky walk, everybody walks off. I'm talking to the cop like, man, they look drunk. He's like, yo, man, let's just chill out. I think he knew what I did or that I knew what happened to him. But he like, let's just chill out. It is what it is. You know, they getting dude up or whatever. Them dudes waking up, they don't know where the fuck they at. And I go back and I'm like posted up on a fire hydrant. And I remember I had a Yankee fitted on. And to people in New York, I'm not from New York, I'm from Pittsburgh. But to people in New York, I sound country to them. because Pittsburgh do have an accent. But to people outside of New York, like South, West, Midwest, whatever, oh, they be like, oh, you from New York? You from Jersey? They think everyone is from one of them cities because the accent is definitely not Southern or, Midwest or nothing. So when I'm sitting on the fire hydrant, I'm sitting like, man, niggas running their mouth and shit. Then I fuck that nigga up, son. Talking, right? I see some old head. He might have been like I don't think he was a crackhead. He might have been a wino, or he was just drunk a little bit. I don't know. He probably was like in his 60s. He's kind of like 5 feet away from me. He talking to another one. He like, yeah, them New York niggas don't play. Them East Coast niggas, they talk fast and they knock niggas out. And I don't know what the correlation was, but I bust out laughing and looked at him. He's like, I see you, youngin. I see you knocking them niggas out. Yeah, knocking them Mexican niggas out. I'm like, oh, this nigga just turned into something else. Like, he tried to make it seem like it was a hate crime. It wasn't. I just hit the dude because of what he did or whatever. But after that, I don't even remember the rest of that night. I know that wasn't the end of the night. We just got to 6th Street when that happened. Like we were there for 15 minutes max. So I don't remember what happened after that. But I do remember that Dre and Lex had got so drunk. I don't know if this is the same night or not, but they had got so drunk one night and I decided not drink at all. That's why I'm thinking it was this night because I was sober when that happened. Something told me not to drink. And we're leaving the club. We in the whip in traffic, like leaving. And these niggas is yelling out just being just obnoxious as hell, annoying me. You know, when you sober and somebody drunk, how annoying they are? That's what these niggas was, annoying. I'm like, yo, get in the car, man. Like, shut up. I'm talking to him like I'm a parent. They pissing me off, especially Lex. Because me and Lex have been friends since we was kids. So he know he could just keep pushing my buttons and I ain't gonna do nothing to him, you know what I'm saying? So I'm getting tight. I'm yelling at him and shit. Next thing you know, I get pulled over by a bicycle cop. Like in traffic, he pulls up on a bike and put his arm on my door, like license and registration, like they're being obnoxious, all this shit. I'm like, yo, like the nigga in me want to just gun it. Like, nigga, you're not pulling me. You think you're gonna put your fucking hand on my door handle and stop me, nigga? I'm taking off. But I was in traffic. I couldn't do nothing. Dude let me off with a warning, no ticket or nothing, told them to chill the fuck out. But that shit, that whole night was crazy. But I remember I knocked both them dudes out back to back in a matter of 45, 60 seconds max. And I thought, honestly, that from that moment, some shorties was going to see that and be like, damn, who's he? He's the alpha. I want him. And nothing happened. I got no cheeks, no numbers, no nothing. And I don't even think I got no drinks that night. It was a horrible night besides the fact that I cleaned 2 dudes up because they touched Milky's butt. Milky, if you're somewhere and you see this and you remember this story and someone shows this to you, tap in, man. How you doing? How you been? You still on a pole? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully at this point you're making money some other way. But anyways, I hope you're doing well. So look, that's my story about knocking 2 people out in Austin, Texas on 6th Street. I need to go back and visit it very soon. But again, man, before we leave, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, tell a friend and tell a friend. Spread the word, man. Any way that you could contribute to help grow an audience on my channel, man, I greatly appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Because again, man, from the bottom of my heart, without you, there is no me. And that I am thankful for. So until next time, man, these are the Chronicles of Mike Murphy. Y'all be safe.